Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about your fear of being seen is holding you back from your fullest potential. Personally for me, for a long minute, I didn't let my sparkle shine, and I believe that my sparkle is my authenticity. And I didn't let it shine for a while, especially with how social media is today in this day and age. It can be quite tough to show your vulnerability online on social media because on the internet there are some of the not nicest people on there. They're there to start things that just aren't the greatest, and it can be tough to put yourself in your vulnerable state. But here's the thing, when you have a fear of being seen, you're not letting your authentic, full, vibrant self shine. Your sparkle is dim. You might be wearing a mask to not stand out as much and just kind of blend in with the crowd. And
I do that sometimes too.
I think it's just not worth it because you were not brought into this world to just blend in. You were meant to shine and be yourself and live for yourself. And that took me a really long time to realize. When I'm tapping into my authentic self and putting that out there in my work or like my personal life, the outcome is like a cake with icing on top, with cherry on top, and the dessert is free. I find that that's where the most successful outcomes happen, is when I'm me. But when I'm not, I'm wearing a mask and I'm just trying to blend in with everyone, that's when I see a resistance in my growth, whether it is my work, on social media, personal life, career, whatever it is. Whenever I am not my authentic self, that's when there's like I can't get above a barrier. What does that show us? When I'm in my authentic self, I attract people that vibe high when I'm in my authentic self. When I'm not in my authentic self, what do I attract? Nothing. At the end of the day, we're all humans. We all have that intuitive feeling of how someone's vibe is when you go near them or when they speak, and we don't want to vibe with someone that's like not themselves. Here's a thought of like, why do people not feel safe exposing themselves and feeling vulnerable? We see it all the time. People who are usually themselves and stand out of that crowd, they usually get made fun of. When someone is comfortable in their own skin, people talk, people judge, they try to bring them down. People who do that because they cannot channel that authentic self energy. Nobody can be you at the end of the day, and when they see that, they can't channel that. You have to realize that sometimes people who are judgmental or judge, but people who hate, whatever you want to call it, about what you're doing or towards you, you have to realize that they're projecting their inner selves onto you. It's so important to remember that if somebody's giving you hate or giving you that negative energy for being yourself and you're doing something that makes you happy, you have to understand that it's their problem, not yours. In order to see growth in your career or your personal life, you have to tap into that sparkle. Sometimes that takes some deep dive digging, understanding who you are, and it takes time. Sometimes it can happen in a snap of a finger. You have to ask yourself at the end of the day, like, who are you? What makes you happy? What are your hobbies? At the end of the day, what do you feel gives and brings you the most peace and calm and happiness and assurance in your life? What is it that brings you that? Other thing that I thought of that really brought out my glitter was having fun. When we were younger, we knew more than now, because when we were younger, we would focus on having fun. As we got older and as we socialized with people and got all the program, we just get into this programmed mindset that this is what you're supposed to become. How to deal with haters. If you're enjoying this video so far, I would love to invite you to hit the subscribe button down below for more health, wellness, and lifestyle type videos. Please give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. If somebody is going through this specific scenario or situation right now, can help them lead to their fullest potential, and that's what we want to do on this channel, is to let and help everybody grow. There's 7 billion people on this earth. Not everyone is gonna like you. So next time someone is trying to project any hate on you, send them love. You don't have to tell them, oh, I send you love, or are you okay? Because some people are gonna react and they're gonna be like, what the heck? They might even project more negatively on you. So I would say, just imagine sending them love. I try to. When somebody sends me hate or project that kind of like negative energy, I usually try to compose myself together because sometimes it can get on your nerve. Just close my eyes and imagine lots of hearts coming out of my heart, like pink hearts surrounding them, and then let them be surrounded by like white golden light. And I know that it can be so hard because honestly, I'm human. Sometimes I'm like, what the f did this like? But at the end of the day, when you choose the higher road and don't give in to them, you're in control of your own energy. So important, because once you let them get to you and you feed onto that, you let them win and you stoop down to their level. It's easier said than done, but it's so much more better at the end of the day to take the higher road, because dark attracts dark. They're gonna do everything they can for you to join their side. I do a lot of comedy on my shorts just to boost up that vibe, don't take your life too seriously type of thing. Anytime I put my work out there on the internet, especially the silliest videos, I like cross my finger and just visualize and hope and pray that like it lands on the right side of viewers and watchers. You can post the silliest video, have the best intention, it lands on that one person's algorithm that's just like shades on, looking to start a problem, looking for a problem, looking for anything they could do and pinpoint to try to tear you down. Oh, it can get to you. And there are a lot of people, you know, out there that, I don't want to scare you guys, but are waiting for you to fail or waiting for you to stumble and fall. Like I said, even if you have the best intention, just want to see you not happy sometimes. At the end of the day, you have to remember that that's their problem. That's them projecting their inner self onto you. So you just keep doing your thing, send them love, and you keep going and be your best self. How to overcome the fear of being seen. Here's something that took a while for my head wrapped around, is the fear of being seen is essentially the fear of how other people will perceive you. What I mean is that as humans, we're afraid of the story someone creates of us, how they see us, how they introduce us to other people. Like, oh, I know that person, so-and-so is not that great, or so-and-so is amazing. We have a fear of their perception, of somebody else's perception, whether it's good or bad. It comes back from when we were like back in the Stone Ages, from our primal days. Back in the day, anyone that did something non-conventional and stood outside of the crowd, they didn't make it through the evolution. And anyone that did stay with the herd, go along with the flow, followed everything that everybody else was doing, a lot of them are the ones that evolved.
I found something new.
New's a big problem.
Our ego is our passed down curse from our primal instinct. That little voice inside your head that goes like,
they're talking about us weird, they're looking at us weird, should we not do that? Maybe we should stop that.
that's our ego talking. And sometimes you have to reassure yourself, even if you're a good person with the best intentions in the universe, there will be people out there that are looking to hate on you and what you're doing. That, it dims the light out of you. That makes you play small, because that's the way that we were wired. But we have 100% evolved. You have to remind yourself that, hey, if and when I put myself out there, my authentic self, be my happiest self, I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna survive. And tell your ego to just shut up and reassure yourself. When others try to dim your light, sometimes they can come across as,
Ew, that's cringy.
Or you're cringy.
they're gonna try all the means possible to try to make you feel super low about yourself, and they're gonna try to not make you feel cool about what you're doing, but it makes you happy. That's how they get to you. What if, like, at the end of the day, I don't want to be cool? What if I want to be the awkward, nerdy, weird? I used to be one of those people that wanted to be the cool girl. I pushed myself so hard to look and act like them. It got to the point where it was just like a never-ending chase of being unsatisfied of the way I looked, the way I acted. It took so long. One day I woke up and I realized that is not who I am. I'm literally the weird girl. Don't get me wrong, there are some really cool people out there. I work here and there in the entertainment business, so I do come across like
Artists, singers, models and stuff.
and they're super beautiful, and those were the ones that I would try to aim to be. That's where myself was like, what are you trying to do being someone else and not yourself? I have to remind myself of that. Embrace your awkward, cringy self. Lean into it, because that is you. It's where you shine the most. I saw this video the other day on Instagram. It was about millennials, and when social media wasn't what social media is today, we would go out, have digital cameras, take a bunch of random photos, literally drag it from the camera file and into Facebook. None of it would be edited. It was the best times we were being authentic, we were having fun, we didn't care in the world what other people thought, and that's what you have to tap into. Just remember that if you have the fear of being seen, you're dimming the light, putting on a mask from being your true self. You're not living for yourself. Know and believe that if you're watching this video up to here, that there's something really cool about you that the world needs to see. You might not know it yet, or you might know but are afraid, but there's a reason that you're here. Just remember to not deprive yourself from living your true authentic self and do what makes you the happiest. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that this video opened up a mindset, and I will see you guys on my next video.